I came to the Wailing Wall, I put my hand on the wall with feeling that I reached the destination, but at that time it was like electricity struck me, and I just knew that God exists. So over a second, I turned from an atheist to somebody who believes in the existence of God. I'm Vladimir Pikman, and I'm adjunct professor with Missiology and Intercultural Ministries and Director of Jewish Studies at Dallas Theological Seminary. I was the third generation of Jewish atheists, so I was born and raised Jewish, but without any faith in God. As I believed in Jesus, as I started following him, he instantly called me to the ministry. Instantly, I mean on the very next day, I was already preaching the gospel. I was less than a year a believer, and I was planting my first congregation at that time in Brooklyn, New York. So God was moving me from one part of the world to the other, but with great passion for salvation to the Jew first and to everybody else. But my emphasis and focus of ministry was to Jewish people. Europe is very secular these days. It's not even post-Christian, I would say it's post-Christian. It's a mission field. We preach Jesus as the greatest Jew who has ever lived on this earth, on the streets of Berlin and in other places. And by that, through our Jewish or Messianic Jewish testimony, we impact Europeans in a completely different way. Because I want Jewish people to become a strong testimony for all nations in Europe and worldwide. After about 10 years in full-time ministry, I decided to take a sabbatical. And to take a sabbatical, why not to study theology? God was using me without having formal theological education. With the theological education from Dallas Theological Seminary, it brought me to a completely new level of my skills and my experience to defend my faith. It gave me the stability. And that all without losing my passion and excitement about Jesus. There is no such education for Jewish ministry and for the Messianic movement in Germany and in Europe. So we were willing to start a school, and we needed a strong partner. It was so evident that just everything is so ready for the Jewish studies at Dallas Theological Seminary. I hope that the students will appreciate the depths of the theological education they get, that they will understand how privileged they are to study with such professors, to study the theology, and that they will live this. I mean, they will use it to impact the world in a very substantial and powerful way.